Peace and high frequencies, everybody. Blackfit Witch is back. Y'all, I had so many things popping off in the dream realm that I haven't shared. I've been trying to share it in the community tab, like early in the morning, as soon as I can, like I did today. But it's been some dreams that I haven't been able to share in the dream realm. But last night's dream was such a message that I feel like it's for a lot of people. I don't feel like it's just for here and there. I know that every person that comes across this video or whoever shares this video with someone, no matter when it is, it could be 2042, and you come across this information, it's for you. And ain't gotta be 2023. This is a timeless, like they always say. You'll hear the people who do tarot, they'll be like, this is a timeless reading. Yes, this is a timeless dream channeled information. So yeah, Blackfit Witch Dream Oracle Peace High Frequencies is on. And last night was just like a lot of my dreams that I have. It was very vivid, and it was full of messages for here and now, and for, you know, everything is now anyway, so can't say past or present or future. Really, everything is now. Everything is right now. And so in the first part of my dream, because in this waking reality, I do have two sisters. Both of them are half sisters, one from my mother and one from my father. My parents were previously married before they got together, got married, and had me. I'm the only child my parents had together in this state, this earth realm. And so in the dream, my father's daughter, my half sister from my father, which she doesn't care for me in this realm either, anyway. But we were having some conversation about something, and I disagreed with her. You know, I think it was about my father's estate or something. And she was in the kitchen, and it was like she was preparing food or whatever for my father. And I was trying to tell him not, you know, I didn't trust her, you know, cooking his food and stuff like that. And she took and threw a knife at my neck. And it came right here, and I caught it. You know, I caught it right here. And it was like, I said, oh, so you was trying to stab me in the neck? So you was trying to stab me? You was trying to kill me? Oh, okay. But you know it ain't gonna happen, right? You know you can't. And it was kind of like, through the dream, she was antagonizing me. But nothing she could do could harm me. It was nothing she could do. No matter how much she was trying to antagonize me, nothing bothered me. It was like I was unbothered by everything that she tried to, like, come against me with, right? So then the dream goes on to my other half sister pops in the dream, right? And when my other half sister pops in the dream, she was trying to, like, get me to, she was trying to say things on my name, basically. And I'm trying to have the dream just come back to me as it did this morning, of what occurred while I'm talking, so I can get a clear recollection of everything that happened in the dream realm. Give me a moment as I go back through it in my head. It was like, soon I turned the camera off, it came right back to me. So, in the dream with my other half sister, it was like she was demonic or possessed. And I remember when being at the house at my mother's, my parents' home now, and she was on the steps, and she you could just tell that she was demonically possessed, what some would say. You know, I used to see people possessed when I used to be in the church when I was a little girl. And it reminded me of that. And so I remember she had this possession, and I was standing in front of her. And she was trying to, like, say all these words, and she was really trying to pierce my energy, but she couldn't. And it just made her so angry. And the more that she was trying to provoke me and pierce and get to my energy, I kept telling her, you can't, because I'm protected. You can't. you can't, because I told her, I said, I'm protected. You can't. And then it was some little children that came up to me. And the little children, since she couldn't get me, she tried to possess and put that energy into the children. And then I covered them. It was like I took my hands and I put a covering on. My hands, just, you know how you do this? When I did this over the children, just a covering over them where they couldn't be pierced. And then I started speaking in my light language. And it wasn't, and she just got angry. It wasn't nothing she could do. She just was like so upset. And I was trying to tell her, I'm protected. It ain't nothing you can do. It ain't nothing you can do, Damon. And so I wanted to really put that message out here and share it. And that's why it was on my heart as soon as I woke up this morning to share it. And I got another dream too that I'm going to share too, because I woke up, went back to sleep, had another dream. I'm going to share that after I finish giving you all the message in this dream. And like I said in the community tab, there are going to be family members. There are going to be people in your family who you are strongly connected to, or you may not be too strongly connected to. You could already have a rift with them, like I do with my other half sister on my father's side, that doesn't even really care for me, that I know she does all type of dark witchcraft that she thinks that I don't know about. But I want you all to be aware. I want you all to be aware of those entities that dwell within the house of someone who you share a familial energy with, or a family connection, or a DNA bloodline connection with. Because we are here together in a family to learn. We're here in a family connection to learn and for us to ascend. And sometimes people get so caught up and attached to family because you are supposed to proliferate and become better each generation. But you're also here to learn from each other. And sometimes you can have family members who are downright mean, ugly, nasty, horrible, bad attitude, ain't never liked you, hate you, ain't never, wanted to sit and have a cup of tea with you in their life. Ooh, these people drive me crazy. But they're here for you to learn something. I learned early on, because when I was a little girl, my half sister on my father's side, she used to tell me all the time, I hate you, 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 I hate you. She said it over and over like a mantra. And so that got me to a point where, I'm just like, okay, she don't like me. And I told my father, I'm like, even though, it's 30-some years later, that don't mean that I'm still supposed to, sit down and let her cook for me or have dinner with her when I know she don't like me. She never has. She never took those words back. She never apologized. So she still has that same energy, and I know she still has that same energy because I'm very intuitive, nature about myself, and I can pick up on other people's energy, and I know it. And I told him that. And so I learned early on through family members, through friends, even through the disconnect I had with my mother growing up, all the way up until she transitioned, is that I'm not connected. I have learned to I would say to detach, to not have, because sometimes people are so attached to things because they start off just being extremely attached to their family. So they are extremely attached to their children, they're extremely attached to their spouses, they're extremely attached to jobs, to cars, to houses. It just continues to spill over in their life. But once you learn at an early age how not to be attached to any person, place, or thing, because you've lost things in your life growing up, or you've lost your parents at an early age, or you've lost, other things in your life, then you don't have this strong connection or bond to things of this world, and you learn how to detach easily, which helps you to separate being in this world and of this world, okay? So that way you're not just here and just being of it, but you're just here in it, and then going deeper into the dream, because like I said, one sister tried to kill me, stab me in my neck. I caught it. And then the other dream, she was constantly saying things to try to, she was speaking a language and I was speaking a language. She was speaking a demonic language, because a lower frequency language, and I was speaking a light language. And because it wasn't like verbal words like this English language here in the dream, I was speaking light language. She was speaking low frequency, what some would call demonic words, demonic language. Right? And it's not like I know the words, just like when I speak light language, I don't know the words of light language, but when you feel it, it's like it's just dark, demonic energy. And so having those two sides of that energy within me, it gave me a lot of different messages. For one, knowing that I'm all powerful, I'm all connected, because I even had that in the dream state where I was able to let that energy know that I'm protected, that I'm a being of light, and I was able to use my high frequency language against that demonic energy and even protect those children who that entity tried to get into and tried to possess. And we have to have that same knowing and that same energy here in this realm as well, because people are going to present themselves as your sister. People are going to present themselves as your brother, your mother, your father, your uncle, your daughter, your son, your grandmother, your uncle, your great uncle, your great aunt, your grandma. They're going to present themselves as it. And I don't want you to be caught by surprise. Like I hear people saying, oh my God, I can't believe my mama did me like that. Oh my God, I can't believe my daddy. Oh my God. It's forces. It's forces, it's entities, they're spirits. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, y'all. So just because flesh and blood is your family line and your DNA doesn't mean that it's not a spiritual warfare going on, that they have allowed that entity and energy they have become a vibrational match to. All right? Because people will become a vibrational match based on the low frequency deeds that they do in this realm, and they will become a perfect vessel for a dark energy entity force to be able to utilize their being. Right? Yeah. It happens. I'm having this black crow in my yard. He been here every day. I guess there's some good worms or good eating or whatever crows eat in my front yard, because he go to town. He act like he having a good dinner over here in my house. But yeah, I don't want you all to be taken aback or so in shock or in awe. But when you see that this happens, and when it happens to you, if it happens to you, protect yourself. All right? Just know that, hey, I'm protected no matter what my family member is trying to say or do to me. I'm protected. No matter what, what's going on, I'm protected. I'm a divine being of light. And that's point blank period. Now, in the second dream that I told you about, it was my father. I was outside getting in the car. My father came outside, and the wind started blowing really hard. The wind started blowing so hard that it knocked him down. And I hurried up and ran over to him and caught him. All right. And then I was able to sit him back up. I was like, okay, the wind had knocked him down. I was able to sit him back up and help him get himself back. So I walk away, and then the wind blows again, and it knocks him all down. And I had to go back, grab him, pick him up. And I said, let me just hold on to him and sit him right here and hold on to him so he doesn't get knocked down again, because the wind is too strong for him. He is not capable of standing against this wind. All right. And then I woke up and I was like, wow, that was, it was almost like a tornado or something. The winds were just so high. And I woke up and I was just like, wow, first thought went back to the handlers. And even though we may be like, we have parents and we have grandparents, we may have people that's older than us, but I feel like those who come after us, or we come after them, like the children we have, could be our handlers. Or sometimes we're the handlers for them. Just depend on who transitions first. It was the reason why they came through our womb, or we came through their womb. Like I told you, I was there to be the handler for my mother. I felt the same way in the dream for my father. I was able to pick him up. I was using my hands. I was handling him. I was able to pick him up and not allowing the wind didn't knock me down, but the wind was knocking him down. And he was susceptible to just the high winds and just being knocked down and pushed around. But I was strong enough to take the winds, and it didn't bother me at all. All right. And sometimes, and I'm going to say this too, family members, in their 3D state, physical mindset, really don't know who they fucking with. They really don't know who you are. They don't know you are being a light. They don't know that you are an angel in their 3D form. That's all I'm saying, in 3D form. Now, in their, I would say in their astral body, outside of the 3D form, and their soul essence knows who you are. All right? And they can tell by sometimes how they look at you. Be like, they know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? But their 3D form doesn't really know you to be who you are. Because you are God. You are a being of light that is God sent. And you'll notice sometimes you at the perfect place at the perfect time, doing what you need to do in order to help somebody else, because it's just who you are at your core essence, from the stars, incarnated into a physical vessel to be able to help man mind on this planet Earth. Just so happened I came here in this realm with this skin, and I like my nails done, and I grew some locks. But this is all just the fucking avatar. This shit ain't even real. Like, you can't, like, to pull off of this is just wavelengths of light, frequencies that's flowing through me. I'm just housed in this vessel, and I'm doing what needs to do to make sure that I'm in alignment with my soul core essence, which is from the star system that I'm from, to be able to do what I came here to do and finish the destiny and finish the plan that I signed up for. When I said I would come here and I would help this, that, and the third, and I would help us in this and the third, I would help do this. But I'm just housed in this physical vessel to be able to achieve those things. Okay? So don't be taken aback. Don't be in shock. Don't be, surprised when you have family members who are, possessed, and they start treating you like you not their son or daughter or sister or brother or wife or husband. Understand that you're not dealing with a 3D physical form. We're always confronting and acting from a higher self. And when we know people are saying things that they shouldn't say to you because you know who you are, but they don't know, don't give them that same energy back, because you don't have to. That's something that they have to do, but you don't have to do it, because you are God. You're a being of light that's reincarnated on this planet. When you embody and when you know that and you feel that within you, a lot of the things that bother you in this realm, it don't even matter anymore, because you know you're more than this. All right? And you're here as a handler. I'm still on the handlers, because I feel like, even with me, the way that I had to care for my father in the dream and pick him up and sit him down, I was just like handling him. And he didn't know he had to bring me forth into this realm to be able to care for him. Same thing with my mother. Even though she couldn't reciprocate, that wasn't her job. It was her job to bring me here so I could handle her, so I could be able to help her ascend in the astral realm. She didn't even know it. But that was something her soul agreed upon. So it gets really, really deep. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you all. They don't know who the fuck you are. They don't know who the fuck I am. That's why I be thinking when people be saying stuff or doing something, be like, they don't even know who the fuck I am. It's okay. It's okay. They don't know. They don't know. Co-workers, they don't know. Some of them are NPCs. Why would you even care what an NPC saying about you at work? Why would you care about what an NPC say about you at the gas station or in traffic? Why, why would these people are possessed? They're smoking cannabis all day, cigarettes, drinking alcohol, torturing their physical vessels, and you really care what these people saying about you? Baby, you a god. Like, they don't know who the fuck you are, and it's okay. I love being incognito. This shit fun as a motherfucker. I feel like a pure D god walking around in the regular ass little body, in the regular ass little life. This shit is fucking funny to me. It's almost like, you all know the show. It used to be a show. I can't think of the name of it, but where it would be the CEO of the company would come in and work like a regular person, a regular employee, and they didn't know until like the end of the show, and then they started giving away things for the people who really were doing their job. That's how I feel like. I feel like the boss. I feel like the boss in a body. And people don't even know that how they handling me like has a lot to do with what's going to happen in the hereafter for them. Like, that's really how you have to be about yourself, because it's what it is. You housed in a physical form, but you the boss. You the boss. Like, whatever you think about is manifested. However people choose to perceive you, these NPCs and stuff, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. And everything is going to come. I've seen this is within this month. I've been able to speak in front of Harvard University graduate students. I'm going on a trip next week to speak in front of another university on their panel. Things are starting to rev up, and these are things that I wanted to manifest into my life to be able to do. Because I'm a God. Because you are God. Housed in a physical form, we changing the dynamic and the frequency of this planet minute by minute, second by second, until the time is non-existent anymore within our realities. And we just got things just boom happening. And then we've raised the frequency of this planet. And then we've done what we came here to do. All right. So don't be surprised. Don't be in shock. Don't be in awe. They don't know who they fucking with. They don't know who they fucking with. Okay. So I'm going to leave you in peace and always high frequencies, everybody.